What's going on, y'all? Welcome to my channel. This channel is going to primarily give general information about the merchant mariner industry, information on the Seafarers International Union, things that you'll have to look out for, processes that you'll have to go through, documentation that you'll need, especially when it comes to the apprenticeship program when you are accepted. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the documentation that you will need to provide prior to going to SIU for your apprenticeship and documentation that you will need to bring with you when you start your apprenticeship or when you reach the campus. So first and foremost, you will need a birth certificate. You will need a passport. If you are new to getting a passport, it will cost you about $140. You will need a TWIC card. For a new TWIC card, that runs you about $125. You will need a social security card, a driver's license, or a state-issued ID. You will need to prove that you have the required vaccinations that they ask for. I got an email from SIU asking me to provide my previous vaccinations, vaccinations that you got when you were a child, just so they can see if you're up to date with your vaccinations or if there are vaccinations that you will need, especially, when you are traveling deep sea and going to different countries, certain vaccinations are required. So for me, I had to get a flu shot. I had to get a hepatitis A shot, had to get a yellow fever vaccination, and some vaccinations that I didn't have or I had to get updated was typhoid vaccine, T-drop vaccine, hepatitis A, flu shot, polio. You will have to have these vaccinations written in a yellow shot card. It'll look like this. It'll have to be stamped from where you got your vaccinations from, and you will have to provide this via email to the nurse that works at SIU. When I was there, her name was Nurse Sharon. I don't know if she's still there, so just be on the lookout for that. They asked me to provide that I got the COVID-19 vaccination. I do know someone that was in my class who was exempt from getting this vaccination because he went to his doctor and he was tested to see if he had enough antibodies to be able to fight the virus on his own. The doctor came back and said that he did, so he was exempt from providing the COVID-19 vaccination card. Just trying to throw that out there because I know that there are still a lot of people who are apprehensive to getting the jab. I completely understand. No judgment here. Also, quick side note, if you are married, you will need to provide a copy of your marriage license. You will also need to fill out a Merchant Mariner Credential Pre-application, also known as a CG 719B form. And you will also need to provide a pay.gov receipt. I'll show you that right now. Now, a Merchant Mariner Credential Pre-application, or CG 719B form, is basically you filling out the information to apply for your Merchant Mariner credential. A pay.gov receipt is you basically paying for the Merchant Mariner credential. Also, the evaluation that they will do on you, you're paying for that as well. It will be a background check. A big question that a lot of people have about receiving your Merchant Mariner credential, are you allowed to have a criminal record? Yes, you are. I will say that they are a little bit apprehensive to giving people an MMC if they have violent crimes on their record, just an FYI. Don't know if it's impossible. It's just something that I've heard along the way. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. Also, you do not need a merchant mariner credential to attend the SIU apprenticeship. Earlier, I did say that they will ask you to fill out an MMC pre-application. But what I remember is that within that first week, they had us fill out another one in class in front of teachers and staff. I'm assuming just so you don't make any mistakes, or if you have any questions, you can ask them there, because there's nothing worse than when you fill out the MMC pre-application and you send it off and there are issues. It can make the process a lot longer than it needs to be. It usually takes 2 to 4 months to receive this document, so you not making mistakes really speeds up that process. That's the documentation that you will need, barring the merchant mariner credential. This is the documentation that you will need. If you guys have any other questions, how to apply for a TWIC card or any other general questions that you will need, leave a comment, send me a message, and I will answer them the best that I can. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.